Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another episode, a part of my series where I go over weird, funny, or just plain garbage cards in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't made one in a while, because I wanted to kind of have the physical cards to do the videos, but I thought, hey, might as well just do the online card database just to show you guys some weird cards in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course. Now we're going to be looking at some cards from MRD and LOB for any of the newer players, that is Metal Raiders and Legend of Blue Eyes, White Dragon. Now those were sets way back in 2002, so of course in today's standards these cards are going to be absolutely worthless, but you got to look at it as if you were trying to use these cards back in the day. Where the game wasn't as advanced and stuff like that. So, hopefully you guys do enjoy this in some way. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with the Bistro Butcher. Dark, level 4, Fiend effect, 1800 attack and 1000 defense for its time. Those are pretty decent stats, but the effect, of course, is when this card inflicts damage to your opponent's life points, your opponent draws 2 cards. Now, you might be able to get over a 1700 beater back in the day or something like that, or attack directly and do 1800 damage or whatever, but then your opponent gets a free +2 for literally just attacking them directly or doing damage. Pretty ridiculous even for its time, and overall just a pretty terrible card. Next, the Immortal of Thunder, level 4 light thunder effect, 1500 attack, 1300 defense. So the attack stats for this is average for its time, but its flip effect is flip, increase your life points by 3000 points. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you lose 5000 points. So yes, you get that nice plus, and if you have a way to keep it on the field with like equip spell cards that increase your monster's attack, it could be a nice little boost to your life points, but once it leaves the field and goes to the graveyard, you lose 5,000. So basically you neg 2,000 just for flipping this monster face up and it leaving the field. And this was printed in Dark Beginnings 2 and Metal Raiders. Next, Tainted Wisdom. Now this is a dark level 3 Fiend effect, 1250, 800. So stats a little below average, especially for its time. And then the effect is, if this attack position card changes to face up defense position, shuffle your deck. So not only are the stats already pretty terrible, but it has to survive a turn and then has to go to defense, which is only 800, to shuffle your deck. I don't know in what situation, even back in MRD, this would be relative, but there it is. And it was printed in MRD and the Speed Duel. Next, from LOB, 2-pronged attack, normal trap. Select and destroy 2 of your monsters and 1 of your opponent's monsters. So you're basically going -3. If you could even save 2 of your monsters on the field to get rid of 1 of your opponent's big boss monsters. I'm assuming like a Summon Skull or anything like that. Overall, I just feel like this is losing way too much resources, and I don't even know if it was ever even played. But overall, just doesn't make sense to run this even back in 2002. But moving on to the last card for this video, that is Dark Elf. Now, Dark Elf is dark, level 4, spellcaster, effect, attack 2000, and defense 800, so stats are pretty decent for when it was released. But then this card requires a cost of 1000 of your own life points to attack. So yes, it's kind of a big body for its time, but in order to do anything with it, you have to pay 1000 of your own life points, which overall could be pretty decent back in 2002. But if they have a way to out it, I mean, you're basically losing 1000 life points every time it attacks. So if it's not attacking directly, you're just losing too much of your life points. Of course, it was printed in Tournament Pack 3rd Season and Metal Raiders. Now, these cards all were kind of weird and had a high cost, especially Dark Elf and the 2-pronged attack. I think you're just losing way too much to get the effects off. But go ahead and let me know what you guys think of these cards. which one do you think was the worst out of all the cards I showed today. And if you did enjoy this, consider leaving a like. If you're new, consider subscribing. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.
I'll try to go as fast as I can. So this